Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever one applies to you. I am RJ Williams, Director of Operations for the Green Crystal Technologies Global Cooperative Marketplace. I thank each and every member for being a part of this cooperative, and thank you for watching this instructional video. Today's video is about navigating through the Basecamp system, in particular, the materials marketplace, where buyers and sellers will initiate, engage, and hopefully begin transactions right there in the marketplace. In particular, we're talking about the request a meeting or proposal section within the materials marketplace. So let's take you to that dashboard now. As always, once you go to basecamp.com and you put in your email address and the password you created when we invited you to the system, you will be logged in and see this particular dashboard. And again, we are concerned about the materials marketplace, so we will click into this section. We have talked about the message board and how you would post messages there to either offer materials or if you're looking for materials. The last video, we talked about the document and file section where our sellers will be able to go ahead and include or upload proof of live media, and where buyers and sellers can request proposals and all of the sort and contract requests. So once those talks between buyer and seller, they say, yes, we agree, you have a form in there to go ahead and request a contract be drawn up. For today's particular video, though, we're talking about the request, meeting, and proposal section. Now, a request for a proposal can be filled out in the docs and files section as we talked about in the video. The other place where one can request a proposal would be in this request meeting or proposal section. Okay. And so basically, if it's a request for a proposal, you would simply click on the link. Okay. It tells you exactly what this request for proposal will accomplish. I can't even talk today. And then it lets you know once you click the Add to Do button here at the bottom, it asks you to include this information: the seller, supplier, the requesting agent or broker or buyer's name. If it is it for bulk materials, okay? How many numbers of units are needed for bulk materials? Is it a one-time purchase or is it a recurring purchase? If it's not for bulk materials, the buyer might have a need for quantum material modifying or material remediation services. Okay. The date the materials are needed by is also included there if the person is requesting materials. Okay. So once you click the to do, it will be in here. And again, there will be sections available here for people to go ahead and add notes. But what will generally happen is administration will receive this, will reach out to the seller and supplier, and we'll try to go ahead and broker a time for you guys to discuss um, any questions you might have moving forward. And if everything is all copacetic between the two, they would then go back to that section that I talked about in docs and files, where they would then go and put in a contract request form. Okay. So you can also request in this section for a meeting if you wanted to have a meeting with me, if you wanted to go ahead and have a meeting with a seller, with a broker. An agent comes in and wants to talk to someone. A broker comes in and they need some materials, and they might find somebody they never engaged with before in the co-op. They can simply go here and request a meeting with that person. Okay, meeting request. Assign it to an administrator like myself or Frank. And again, you can add the name of the person just by starting to type, out the first few letters of their name, add them to it. You do not have to notify anybody once it's done. You don't have to put a due date, but add some notes if you wish to there as well. Add this to do, we'll see it, and we'll go ahead and get a meeting um, scheduled and brokered between buyer and seller or whoever the two entities are. Okay. That's in simplicity how you would use this section. I will go ahead and talk about the scheduling section as well as in the material marketplace, because in essence, once you request a meeting or a proposal, or you add a to do of any kind to this material market, to this request meeting or proposal section, you will see all of those things, those requests. Okay. You'll see them here in this section. Okay. You might not have a date to it, but you will see it in this section, I do believe. All right. But anything you do at a date two, as far as when you create a request for a proposal or a meeting, you'll see um, that particular request for proposal reflected in the scheduled section. Okay. That's pretty much it for the request meeting and proposal section in the materials marketplace. As always, if you have any questions about this section and how to utilize it, please let me know. But it does represent the second way that you can put in a request for a proposal to initiate a transaction with a buyer or a seller, either way. Thank you so much. Our next video is going to be quickly about the campfire section. Thank you for watching.